Today, I have a whole bunch of household electronics that my girlfriend ordered from AliExpress and Temu. I have no idea what these are. I'm going to be opening them up for the first time. This is the first item that's arrived. The box is not really very descriptive and it's kind of heavy. I don't know if it's fragile, so I'll test out these products for you and I will give them a rating out of 10. Before this will be the first time it's been revealed, and it is a window cleaning robot. I wonder how much this was and whether it's going to be able to do anything. What do you guys think? Scam or not? Smart drive, detection system, vacuum absorption, and simulated manual wiping. Okay, so we have an instruction manual, a rope. This is actually a pretty big device. Wow. Then I have no idea what these are. More cleaning pad, charging brick, and we have a remote. We have a bottle, two AAA batteries. So that's it. That's all in the box. Nothing else left. It suctions to the window. Oh my god.
This for the shower.
It's like a. It's like one of those Mission Impossible things that go. There you go. Hold down the power button. My showers are so dirty, so this is going to be a perfect test to see if this robot vacuum cleaning device is going to be able to clean up the gunk that's on my shower doors. Oh, that's interesting. Actually looks like doing a pretty good job. Wow. We tested it without any detergent. This time we're going to test it with some detergent. You just spread it directly onto the pads. And what you do is you just put it against the window and then you hold down the power button until the suction starts, and that's when you activate the machine. But I think it's been doing a pretty good job actually. Wow. I would give this an 8.7 out of 10. Pretty good. And for the price, maybe I'll up it to 9. Wow. So before and after. I also discovered, in addition to cleaning windows, it can also clean tiles, especially these glossy tiles that are quite sticky, I guess, and adhesive or smooth, just like glass. So I made it clean my whole shower and it was honestly amazing. As you can see here, it is super dirty, and where it has cleaned already, super clean. It's been 2 days and now I can finally reveal how much this device cost. It was about $60. Even though I gave it 9 out of 10 for the price and how it works, shortly afterwards it stopped working. The power button stopped working, so I couldn't turn it off and I had to wait for the battery to drain. So actually you cannot use it in battery mode. The battery is actually just for emergencies, so that if your power cuts out, it can use the battery to stay suctioned. And now because the button doesn't work, I couldn't turn it off. So I had to pull it off and wait until the battery died. So I think I need to downgrade this to 3 out of 10. So I don't recommend getting this. In the meantime, more packages have arrived and they arrived today. The other package took 3 days, so these took 5 days from order. So that's actually pretty quick. So there are 2 products in here. Let's take a look. There's a small one and a big one. And let's start with the small one. It's an electric makeup brush cleaner. Let's take a look and see what this looks like. The only thing about these Chinese products is the packaging looks terrible. It's usually like what you'd find in Chinatown. As long as the product is good and works, what does it matter? So here it is. It comes with USB-C connection. Big ups to them for that. User manual and the device itself. Here we have it. It is detachable, so I'm assuming you can wash this, maybe even in the dishwasher. And I guess this is like, looks a little bit like a mixer, like a Kenwood mixer. Oh, it looks like there's a drying section. You put your brushes in here with water and it like spins, and then you put it in here to dry. So let's take a look at this and test it to see if it works. Right, we're going to be testing with these makeup brushes of my girlfriend's, which she's going to get a free cleaning now because she has not cleaned them and they are very dirty, as you can see. I wonder if you're supposed to fill up with detergent, but that's beyond the scope of this video right now. So let's just test it with some water. Let's just try with these 2. And now it's kind of like stuck now because it's stuck within this. If you look at the top here, there's this, the rubbery material is holding it. And now that it's stuck, I'm assuming that it's going to be able to have more friction against the rotor at the bottom. So I can see how this would work, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to put some detergent down there, because it doesn't look like it's doing anything to the brushes, as in none of the pigments coming off the brush, and the water is still pretty clear. So I have no idea whether it's working or not. Feedback from my girlfriend, it seems like it has gotten a bit cleaner. I have no idea what the end result's supposed to be. I would assume that it has to be back to this black color. Oh, is the tip, well, the tip was lighter. Okay, so I was mistaken. Oh, so this part also comes off, so you do the same thing as before. You kind of want to grip it in one of these holes. And what's interesting is that this design looks pretty cool, because you wouldn't think that it's for gripping, and they made the different shapes into like an artistic pattern. So you put it here. If you look on top, there is a fan down there, so I'm going to press the fan button, and it kind of looks like it's pretty powerful. A little bit of a breeze coming up here. It says 2 hours, so I guess you let this run for 2 hours for it to dry. But let me just see if it kind of made a difference. I'm not sure, but after 2 hours, I'm pretty sure it will make a difference. It's starting to make a funny sound. I'm very skeptical of the longevity of this device, but let's test whether we can do drying and cleaning at the same time. Say those are drying over there, and I want to clean this one brush. So you can do both for sure, but I definitely heard that the fan went weaker after I turned this one on. So you can do washing and drying at the same time. It's a washer dryer, guys. It is a brush washer dryer. Alright, we have put some face soap into here, and it's doing a fantastic job actually. It's doing drying. You can set it to 5 hours or 2 hours. I think 2 hours is enough. And then this side we've loaded the rest of the brushes, and you can see that it does the oscillating movement. So make sure that the brushes are spread while it's being cleaned, and you can see that the water is definitely becoming murkier after using some soap to break up stains. So that's pretty cool. I would upgrade this from 4 out of 10 to 5 out of 10 because it feels really cheap. I'm pretty sure you can get a better one. This feels like the cheapest one that you can get. It only costs about $20. So for that price, you guys decide, but I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Next up, we have the garbage can smart garbage bin. Okay, so there's nothing else in here. It's the box. It smells very plasticky. It seems like a piece has already broken off, I think. There seems to be a rubber seal. Here is the instruction manual. More pieces that have broken off. Maybe it's not broken off, maybe I just need to attach this. Here is the chamber for the trash bin. And it kind of looks nice, except this part here that looks like it is a defect or reject product that got sold for cheaper on AliExpress. Here's the lid. I'm assuming this is the smart part. Battery operated. So it takes 4 AA batteries. Luckily we have those available. I don't know if this whole product is just trash. Get it? Trash. And I feel like this is just for decorative purposes on the back here. This H thing. Apparently it's a Hermes sign. Overall the quality feels very bad. I think initial impressions, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. So it's not a great product from the get-go. Obviously if it works, then that's another story. Let's test this. We've got some batteries here. AA batteries. Put it in here. Hold on button. Okay, it works. I can hear it trying. Oh, I think here. So the first time I move my finger across it, did you guys hear that? Second time it works. Maybe the batteries are low. There's also a blue light inside, so I wonder if you can see your trash going in. Apparently that's supposed to be disinfectant UV light. Who knows? It's made in China, guys. Okay guys, let's test it. I've got some trash here. I guess it kind of works. I mean, what more can you want, guys? Not the best quality. Why did it open now? Oh, okay, so it opened because it was supposed to open and touch as well. So if I just touch it, you have to kind of like kick it, you know, like if you kicked it on the floor like with your foot, it'll open along with the sensor. I wonder if the sensor is good enough or quick enough for me to throw something and for it to open. Nope. Great. Okay, so overall I would give this a 5 out of 10. Yeah. For the next product, it was not covered, so it wasn't a surprise when I saw it. It is a fabric cleaner with powerful suction for effective stain removal. Actually, it looks pretty cool. If you bought this from Dyson, it would be like $1,000. Let's see if this thing works. We have a nozzle head, another head, it's wider. We have the pipe, plug, and the whole device itself. Some super cleaner, a manual, and the pipe's end looks like this. Overall, the quality feels pretty good so far. Pipe is actually transparent, so you can see through to see what liquids it is sucking up. Construction is really good. Doesn't feel cheap at all. Wow, looks really good, guys. Check this out. Teen dough. Everything feels super solid. Actually, I'm very impressed with the quality. And these are also removable, so you can wash them. Just clip them in like this. It says dirty water, and you can unblock it, and it ends up inside here. I guess you throw it down your toilet. Clean water, so you do not throw this down the toilet. As you can see, we have prepared this surface and made the carpet really dirty. Actually, the carpet was already dirty because this is supposed to be pure white. We haven't gotten clean for a long time. Buying this machine is cheaper than actually calling someone out to clean it. That's why we bought it to test it, and we'll see if this works. First, we're going to spray it with Vanish to make sure that the dirt comes out easily. So I'm going to spray the affected area with some Vanish. So you can see in the video, the dirt's actually coming up. Whether it's coming out, that is the question. I mean, it looks like something's happening. I look like one of those TV infomercial ads.
A few moments later.
Overall, for a $95 device, I would give this a 4.5 out of 5, so 90% for this product. The next item is something 360. It has some light thing, but then they covered it up on both sides. So I'm assuming that this feature was excluded from this specific model. Here is an instruction manual. The device itself, some sort of clip that you can drill into the wall. Double-sided tape if you want to tape it on the wall instead of drilling it. And it is a UVC toothbrush holder, as you can see over here. It has a digital display. Predefined numbers, not a full screen LED or LCD display. There's a USB-C connector, and your toothbrushes just hang here, I guess. And if you look on the side here, there's a fan, UVC light that kills bacteria, supposedly. So I think you press the button and then it starts it up. We'll test this in the bathroom and let you know if it works. Next up, we have the smallest package in this delivery, and it is a, looks like a AirPods case, but we have a magnet and instruction manual, and we have the device along with USB-C cables, and this is a, looks like a, oh, it's another toothbrush UVC lamp. This one doesn't have a fan, but it has more lights than the previous one that I'm reviewing. Oh, it only turns on when it's closed, and you can see that lights are on both sides. It has ventilation. What's nice is that if you stick this onto the wall, you can have this on the wall in your house and then also take it with you when you go travel. Personally, I think this one might be better than this one because this one is bigger, but it only has 2 lights. So this has 6 lights, guys, and I'm not even sure if these lights work. Let's just assume that they do, but 3 times more powerful. I'm gonna test to see if this toothbrush holder, UVC light bacteria cleaner works, and this is just a random Colgate toothbrush. It's actually got quite a nice holder, so when you put it in, your toothbrush doesn't really touch the sides, which is really cool. I mean, mine's kind of touching the sides on top. But if you close it, the light comes on and you can disinfect your toothbrush. For $14, I would give this a 8 out of 10. Just got the results back from the lab and all the bacteria was killed, so I'm upgrading it to 9 out of 10. Here's the toothbrush holder for your whole family, because you can have 4. If you have more than 4, then I'm sorry, you're wrecked. Plug it in, there's a display. It says something, it's like kind of doing a circular motion right now. Let me put my toothbrush in. This one does not have any padding to hold it tightly. It just like kind of rests by itself. So that's already a minus point for this one. Close it and press the button. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, guys. If you had to choose between this one and the other one, I'd go for the other one and just buy multiple for your family, and at least you're not wrecked if you have more than 4 people in your family, or if you have 3 people and now you have an extra slot for no reason, maybe for your side hoe. I would skip this one. This one is, I think, doubly more expensive than this one, which I think looks much more slick. This looks like a cheap Chinese product. This actually looks like an Apple product. If it had worked, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, but since it's not working, 0. Next up, we have a nail dust collector. Nail dust. Let's take a look. Power brick. The device seems like a big fan. That's all it is. A computer fan. 858A. There's like a HEPA filter. I have no idea what this is. Nail dust collector. Guys, this is what happens when you buy from China. This device is actually kind of broken. I'm sure it works, it's just like the housing has bent in on itself. So far, 1 out of 10. Fingernail duster, so apparently it's for when you're filing your nails. Turn on the fan and it sucks your filings, your nail filings or dust into the machine so it doesn't go flying everywhere. I have no idea if this is going to be good or not, but given that it sounds really loud, I think it's working. I cannot be sure. Let's try the other side with the fan coming out to see if it's cool enough. I think it works. Don't put your finger in there, guys. Don't put your finger in there. Okay, I'm giving this device, it feels very cheap, came kind of damaged. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, assuming that it works. If it doesn't work, then 0. Next up, we have a box. And it is something with a USB connector. Instruction manual, double-sided tape, Allen key. UV, oh my word, it is a UVC. Is it UVC? It just says UV. It's actually a stand, very tight. I guess you can use the Allen key to loosen or tighten the hinges because this was very tight. At first, when I first saw it like this, I thought it was a TV bracket. I was like, what are we ordering? Ultraviolet urine lamp. Does it work? I'm cured. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because I got cured. Of I don't know what. If you need something like this, I'm assuming this is working. All the lights are on, every single LED. So I guess I can only give it 10 out of 10 because it will be unfair for me to rate otherwise. There you have it, guys. That is what we had in this package. If you like this type of content, remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and we'll see you guys next time.